Nicki Minaj retires, or she doesn't, or she might, and we really haven't figured it out or decided yet. White girls are out here trending, apparently for no reason at all. Plus, we have provider of positivity, the one and only Hollywood's talent manager in the building, Brad Lambert. Stay tuned.
Presented by AfterBuzz TV and live from Los Angeles, California, it's AfterBuzz Tonight with Jesse Janity. AfterBuzz TV's first late-night talk show with a millennial mindset. From trending topics to interviews with your favorite influencers, celebrities, and performers, we've got it all. So grab your favorite late-night snack and join the conversation. And now your host, Jesse Janity.
What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy, DJ Jesse J, a.k.a. Jesse Janity in the building, and welcome to AfterBuzz Tonight.
Welcome.
I'm joined in studio by my queen, Miss Jayla Rocks.
Yes, do you believe in life after love? Hi guys, it's me, Jayla Rocks, and I'm back in the building.
Yeah.
How was your birthday?
First and foremost, y'all, I gotta talk to you about that intro because my computer was on. I got caught off guard hearing myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. But my birthday, she was a mess. I really was like not in it this year.
How so?
Like I'm just
because
like
you're
chilling.
30 or
I'm about plus tax.
Oh, I was being
tax.
generous.
And thanks, girl. And so I was just like in a place of like I got a lot going on. I'm focused right now.
Okay.
And everyone's like, your birthday, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was.
And I took the day to celebrate myself.
Hey man, you made it.
But then my
year.
friends was like,
turn up. So what'd you end up doing?
So this weekend went to Dave & Buster's, which really irritated Dave & Buster's. I didn't know on my birthday I was supposed to get free stuff. Do you know how much money I spent?
Yeah, you're supposed to get you an all-you-can-play card.
Ooh.
And a shot and like some buffalo wings.
Oh, I hope I saved my receipt.
I would sue.
I mean, that's a lot. My mother would kill me if I did that. So then after that, ended up in WeHo and
Well, I know how that goes.
At a lesbian strip club. And
there's a lesbian strip club in California?
Yeah, girl. What night was that? It was on a Saturday.
It's
called Thirst.
The
apparently.
only lesbian strip club I know is called Home Depot. So that was supposed to go doo-doo.
Well, girl, I was trying to figure out what Home Depot you go to.
There's a lot of lesbians that go to Home Depot.
You're going to get comments on for that one.
It's so true.
Ooh, let's talk about it. All right, so what's trending right now is this VSCO girl.
Oh,
VSCO girl. Okay, I know I had to put Jayla onto it. So I was, working corporate during the day. And, I always have to look up new trends and things like that. And there was this one. And it's VSCO, and I'm like, what is this? How can you be a VSCO girl? Because VSCO is an app, a photo editing app. Very great.
Okay.
We love it. But
is
now,
it free?
It's free. You can pay for things too on it. You know what I'm saying? But like I will give it like the basics. You can do it enough with it.
Okay.
However, I'm a Lensa boy, so download Lensa. It's $40. Like it is. No, I'm sorry, $30. But for a year. And it gives you literally everything you need.
Okay, so
Lensa. But anyways, back to VSCO.
Okay.
So VSCO girls are basically white girls who are dressing like 90s clueless middle school
squirt drinkers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tang.
Oh my God. Okay.
With like a Tamagotchi attached to their backpack, checkered shoes. It's this trending thing. Now, the issue that's going around is that, it's very hippie-ish, very Gen Z, but they have two catchphrases.
Which are?
And
Now, and what's the other one? Do it again. What is it?
Squirt. Whoa. Okay.
I cannot believe this. So they just now are these girls of color?
No, girl. I mean,
are they
I don't know.
Bohemian?
Elgin said he done seen one, but did you say you seen
There's a couple of them out there.
There's a couple black girls out there, but who knows? Because the other trend is, I don't know what they're calling it, blackfishing, where it's like the white girls who use all the tanner and they be looking
Ariana
real
Grande. Yeah. Wow.
But, so these people
So
are
there's
upset with them because it's basically white girls appropriating black gay culture.
Black gay culture.
You saw the video.
I did, and
You
I
died
was
laughing.
dead. I don't know. I've seen a lot of girls have use the anti-oop from Jasmine Masters, and it kills me to see them do that. And now the for people who don't know, that is like the universal black language for how people laugh, and they've translated it into something that you can kind of
translate it into
yeah, so when you read it, that's how it is. So she was using it just out of nowhere. She sounded like she was mating call.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm here for the VSCO girl. And
now, the picture that we put up is a girl, Olivia Carr. She did a YouTube video of this, and she did the video to show you how foolish it is.
Yeah.
So this is the example of it. But there are real girls out here. The videos are to make fun of the girls who are actually.
I see them all the time on Melrose.
I mean, I didn't know there was a thing for this. Like,
I
I
was
thought
just like,
this was just like
she got
California
swag.
girl.
Yeah. But now that I know it's a cult following, I hate it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
I'm just like, what's next? So we have Instagram thoughts, VSCO girls.
you
like,
got the PSLs.
What's that?
The pumpkin spice latte girls. I'm a part of that group now.
Really?
With the fall sweater and the Uggs and the oversized, hanging off the shoulder, little leggings.
Do you know pumpkin spice is $1 billion industry business?
Oh, I'm so sure.
That's disgusting. A flavor. Wow.
Yeah, I saw they
Goals.
have pumpkin
I
spice spam. Now I'm black. I don't eat that, but
I did.
I
I was poor.
I don't know about pumpkin spice spam.
I actually can.
Ooh.
I could see it going in an exceptional direction.
Okay, well, you're disgusting.
What I would never recommend eating, if you are going to eat spam, don't ever eat spam out of a vending machine.
It's been sitting there.
That's a real thing.
Oh.
And I also don't do tuna fish out of the package. It has to be in a can.
Oh, y'all hear that, Mariah Carey?
Anyways.
There's tuna in a package, like dust. You add water to it and it just turns into tuna.
No, girl. Oh.
Okay, we're getting off topic. Talk about
Girl,
these chili
not
dogs.
fish
honey.
bones.
I'm hungry.
Girl,
Tell
well,
me.
I ain't talking about chili dogs. I'm talking about TLC's chili out here dogging the last of her fans, girl. The VSCO girls are taking over. They don't know who you say TLC, they're like Tender Love Care. It's a TV channel, right? It's come to the end, girl, and you out here dogging your fans. So this girl was, the Shade Room always posts like lookalikes and all this stuff. So this cute little girl in high school, she, put her hair back, she gelled her edges down.
With a toothbrush.
Real cute. And she was like, ooh, I got my long waves and my edges. I'm feeling like Chili. And Chili came in the comments and was like, ooh, girl.
You not me.
Girl, just because you got some nice hair and baby hair don't mean we look
some
alike.
leave-in conditioner. So Chili
just out of nowhere?
is mad because she doesn't want the girl to admire that she kind of looks like her.
But apparently she does this often, because I was like, why is this a thing?
Really?
So I look, and because it really turned me off, because what I saw was her dogging this girl, but then Karrueche posted this picture where she said, she was in all black with her hair pulled back, and she said, I'm feeling like I'm pulling Chili vibes. And Chili was like, yeah, sis, looking good. Like, we look alike. Like, she gave her credit to it. And I'm just like, so you a clout chaser? Like, you out here because Karrueche has some fame and she's cute. So you saying that y'all look alike, but then when your fan is like giving you two looks, you gonna dog her for that?
Okay.
I'm confused.
Do you watch
really
Girls
bothered
Cruise?
Me. No, absolutely not. I watched 2 episodes
Okay.
and I
Well,
was
there's
done.
your answer. Moving on.
Oh, do we feel a type of way about Chili on Girls Cruise?
I thought you were talking about chili dogs, but I guess I must have read the memo wrong. We're talking about Chili from TLC dogging someone else. I could care less. Now that it's not about chili dogs, I'm mad. It's personal now. So, do you watch Girls Cruise?
No.
Okay, moving on.
Speaking of canceled shows, Malik Yoba's out here. So the past few weeks, Malik Yoba has been praised, slammed, body slammed, choked up, and now he apparently dropped a freestyle, which is really strange, for coming out and stating that he supports trans women, and at a time in his life he found himself attracted to women in that community. And now he's battling accusations that said he solicited a trans teen after coming out and saying all of that. Her name is Michelle Lopez Ebony, and she came out with this whole story, which was extremely detailed, and thought it was funny that he was saying that he promotes loving trans women, but she remembers a time when she wasn't receiving love, and he apparently took advantage. So he came out with a little freestyle.
I don't want to hear it.
We're not promoting that.
So,
but what's your feelings on top?
Let's take this back, because I feel like this is, I hate talking about this, and I hate that this is even a conversation. Trans women are women, period. So there shouldn't have been a whole story about you coming out to doing something. You get what I'm saying? So that's putting an already stigmatized conversation, and you're not normalizing it by saying I'm coming out. You're not coming out of doing anything. If you like women, good for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I see it, because that's how I see myself. You know, when it comes to the freestyling and all that, I would have just said what I had to say, state your support, and shut the hell up. Now that all of this is becoming a thing, I was hoping that something good would come out of it, that we would have open, healthy conversations about trans attracted men. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit, honestly. But the whole freestyling, and nobody asked for a mixtape. You're not a rapper.
We don't need it.
We don't need it. And
I think it waters down whatever anyone thought he was trying to do.
Right. And the fuel to the fire has to be that the story about the accusation.
Right.
And recently I have been experiencing a lot of people who have done this thing they call exposing people for a little bit of followers or fame or something like that. And I feel like the conversation that needs to be had wasn't about accusations, and it was about her trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? It's hot. Why did you wait so long? You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of shot in the dark, like, oh, all right, well, just one person.
But we live in an age where do you feel like maybe she didn't, like, okay, yeah, she realized like she can kind of get put on, but never really thought about it until now he made a comment in a statement about it, and it's like, bitch, you wasn't doing none of that, like feeling like that before.
Yeah.
And we live in an age where it's as quick as like her saying that to one person and being like, is spreading like wildfire. Yeah. I always go through that with the people who are like accusers and whatever.
Well, I mean, and even with the black community, when it comes to LGBT, they don't fuck with it, period. Fight me. It's the truth, you know? So for him to come out, it was a revolutionary moment to say, you know what?
Yeah.
People are people. I love who I love. It is what it is. Because we did the same thing for gay people. We did the same thing for black people. We did the same thing for, you know,
and then when it's trans, it gets ripped apart.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, you can do all these things, but this I don't know about, you know? So we're not all well until all of us are.
Well,
Malik Yoba, ain't nobody asking for a mixtape. We're figure it out. We'll figure it out privately. I don't want to see you on Instagram writing paragraphs. I don't have time for that. I have a book at home I can read.
Let's keep it moving. All right. Now what's going on with the Kardashians?
All right. So, as you know, Twitter has been blowing up this week, and I got some hot, sickening tweets for you. Now, earlier in the week, Kim Kardashian, she's experienced some backlash about her. It's now called Skims. It was called Kimono the Bodywear, and it was said it was cultural appropriation. So now she's trying to find everything she do to say, hey, I'm not racist or anything like that. So let's find my sickening black friend, Winnie Harlow. And I'm just kidding. She didn't really say that. No. Winnie Harlow is a sickening supermodel who is out here, and she partnered with Kim Kardashian's beauty line, so she's the new ambassador for it, promoting all their good stuff. I'm here for it. I'm here for the pictures. They look alike. Maybe it's like that Beautiful Liar Shakira Beyonce.
That's what it's giving me.
It's giving me that. So I'm here for it.
I'm excited. Let's see what it gives. I mean, there'll be some cute little Instagram pictures at the least.
Now, are you gonna get you some KKW for this?
No.
No. Okay. Are you gonna get you some checker bands for the VSCOs?
Maybe I'll do it. I'll dress as a VSCO.
Yeah, you so are a VSCO girl. Yeah, I can see it. Speaking of VSCO girls, let me pull this up because I have to read it verbatim because I want to make sure I get it right. Mrs. Petty, aka Onika Mirage, BKA Nicki Minaj, decided that she wanted to tweet a impromptu how she was feeling moment, and it was very early in the morning. So she was feeling her vibes, and she just said, I decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep rapping me. Do it to the death of me. In the box, because ain't nobody checking me. Love you for life. How do you feel?
I rolled my eyes at it.
Did you jump
what
for
in the
joy?
Jay-Z's going on here? Retire, please. That means she's going to drop an album.
We gave her 10 years, or 12. 12 too long.
Girl, just because you up on that little throne.
Let me say this. I am a barb, okay? Because they will attack me.
She's been lazy lately. She's been lazy lately.
But when it comes down to the shelf life of female hip-hop in history, we've had our Queen Latifah's. We gave her her thing. Then she kind of domesticated herself. Now she's Carlotta Brown. You get what I'm saying? Now she is dead. And then we have Lil' Kim. She had her thing. She's domesticated. Now she got a baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you have to move on. And I'm happy that she's deciding, you know, even Remy Ma. I was out there with my blonde bangs. Now
all the way up.
Yeah.
That was your last.
Now she's, you know, taking care of, what's her name? Royalty.
Now Cardi's doing songs with Fat Joe, and they're popular.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But Cardi's not going to be a forever thing either. And it's just the way the world goes. Some people just want to hang up the pink wigs and be like, okay, I'm ready to have a baby. Look at Jessica Dime. You know, all these people. So... The Barbs didn't like it anyway, so she had a follow-up tweet, and she said, I'm still right here, still madly in love with you guys, and you know that. In hindsight, that should have been a Queen Radio discussion, and it will be. I promise you guys will be happy, no guests, just us talking about everything. That tweet was abrupt and insensitive. I apologize, babe.
How do you feel?
I need her to unplug everything.
What?
I want her to have this healthy, beautiful baby, and you screaming, to freedom! And a station is not good for the baby. It's not good for you beefing and fighting in the Harper's Bazaar. It's not good for that.
I think my problem is the word retirement. Because I think we live in a day and age where I can see this Nicki having the baby.
Okay. But is she going to want to come back saying, pussy, pussy, ass,
Well, no, and I hope she doesn't. Because the thing is, I don't...
There's nothing else I want to hear from her.
That's... Well, and Barb, and I want to hear something different from her. Because Hot Girl Summer video, I'm like, girl, you're like, we're pushing 40, sis. Like, why are you twerking on a lawn chair with this little girl who's in college?
Well, that's the thing.
Like,
all the girls now are younger.
But the thing is, you're a leader. Like, you can actually be the change. Like, you...
Right, so
that's why I'm upset with Lil' Kim.
Leaving.
No, girl! Lil' Kim left. Now, not by her choice, the feds. You know. But, you know what I mean? To each his own. Nicki, take this break. What I'm more worried about is whatever Nicki did to her body. And, like, you know, when you have a baby, that's nature doing stuff to your body versus what the doctor did to your body and what that's going to look like after all of this and health complications and things like that.
Well, that's why she don't need to be screaming on Queen Radio.
And that's fine. The baby going to calm her down. She going to see the light. And she
going to have a nice little light-skinned baby.
And she going to come back.
Kenny Petty is cute, even though we have our reservations about that.
Sure do.
Check our previous episodes. And give us 5 stars. Let us know what you like. I'm here for it. I'm just hoping that the relationship lasts. And Nicki, retire, girl. Run far away.
We ain't leaving on that note. 2K20, what's up?
Speaking of relationships, you bitches is crazy out here. So, as you know, the new video game, the NBA 2K20 has came out. And every year, there's always this frenzy about it. And it's not from the guys that like the game. It's from the girls, the girlfriends. Now, this whole year, we complained about how we get ignored when the boys are on the game and all this kind of stuff, and you go buy it for them. So, a lot of these girls have been going above and beyond for these guys just to, you know, spoil them with the game. And these aren't like married couples. These are like early 20s.
Let me tell you,
babe. These
I
are
don't even know
babes.
what the story is, but I'm gonna tell you based off this picture that I'm seeing right here. Tiara J. Crown my tiara.
Yeah, and I put the tag so we can know who you are because we calling you out, girl.
Girl, I'm just saying.
I made my boyfriend a 2K kid. I can't wait till he gets
No,
home.
I want to know.
Girl, he's at somebody else's house right now, driving your car while you doing all of this.
Literally, like $20. Like, thanks,
But she
babe.
bought everything else. She bought the game.
Not that. Like,
and she's doing all
your
of
mom's
that.
wicker basket.
Right.
Like,
Put my damn basket back.
not
Where is my
not the $1.45 Pringles with the Mamba. Like, girl,
So she's
spent
so
all
I
her
feel
money
like-
at GameStop.
Right.
She couldn't even get
But
groceries.
my thing is, here's what I would have done.
What?
When somebody asked me, "Oh, babe, can you get me a 2K20?" I say, "No, I'm not going to get you a 2K20, but I am going to help you build your business. I'll help you get a domain. I'll help you
get
trademark.
2K.
You know what I'm saying? But
No, this is like a bunch
401k,
of
not a
girls who are
2K.
insecure because they're like, great, this game's out here. This is
how
going
it's
to
gonna
keep him in the house.
Exactly.
And she said, and then watch, she went right back out, saved
But
up
the
3
gag-
paychecks, and bought a 62-inch curved TV.
Right.
Babe,
But
you
the
wanna come
gag
over?
is everybody's on the game right now. The servers crashed.
Oh.
So can't nobody play.
Whereas the
2K20.
VSCO girls.
So the dudes is like, all right, like the SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm gonna head out. You know. So we gotta do better. We gotta do better. I'm not gonna have no man laid up with me playing no video game all day, eating no Pringles in my bed.
Okay.
No, my cotton Egyptian sheets. No, but we gotta do better. Like, let's pick and choose our battles, and you know. Hopefully these people are still together by Christmas, and maybe you'll get a 2K gift for yourself, girl. Tiara J. And everybody else.
All right, TJ. Well, and you know, I want to get a straight guy in here so that we can ask, you know, if this would be, are you staying home? So you know what? Every week we have our special guest step into the AfterBuzz Tonight room to answer or play a little game here. And this week we have talent manager to the stars, speaker and provider of positivity, David. David, where was I going?
And
Excuse me. Brad Lambert in the building, and I'm really excited to see this because shout out to our producers for putting this little package together. Take a look.
Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Brad Lambert, and you're watching AfterBuzz Tonight. Today, I'm playing Would You Rather. Which one of the Infinity Stones would you rather have and why? Definitely the Space Stone, so I can travel wherever I want, whenever I want. Would you rather be Thanos or Galactus? Thanos. Would you rather have sided with Iron Man or Captain America in Civil War? I'm Team Stark all day. Last but not least, would you rather have everyone know you are a superhero or live out a double life? I don't know, kind of like how Stark did it. So, I might. Hi, my name is Brad Lambert, and you've been watching AfterBuzz Tonight.
In West Philadelphia. Just kidding, he's not really from Philadelphia. Hey, Brad
Definitely
Lambert in the
not.
building.
What's up,
I
my
don't know.
man?
I don't really know anyone from
Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania, though.
Come on.
I don't really know a lot of people from Pennsylvania.
All you know is me. That's all that matters.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Welcome.
What's
Thanks
up,
for
man?
joining us, brother. And shout out to them. I love the Iron Man.
Wait, was
thing.
that your
was
straight
everything.
handshake thing?
What do you mean?
Do it again. That was like, yeah. Okay. Whew.
What did I do?
It was a little sloppy at
Oh,
first.
I know it
you
was.
know.
You know, sometimes I tend to do that. It's just like a quick.
I'm looking out
hey,
for
babe.
you. I'm looking out
Hey,
for
babe.
you.
All right, but wait. I want to know before we get started the drama here, because as the video was playing, you were
Yeah.
asked a question.
Yeah.
Oh, are you putting us on the spot?
Yes. Go ahead. Would you rather
he's like the
Thanos
drama.
or
Galactus.
why was it? And he picked Thanos.
And you picked Thanos. Why? You didn't tell me why.
I love Thanos. I love how Brolin did him in the MCU.
Okay, so you like the MCU Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
You don't like the Infinity Gauntlet, like Mad Titan.
I mean,
Like-
he was mad in these films.
No, Josh Brolin was picking fucking fruit in Endgame. Okay, I like the Mad Titan. That's really about it. I would have picked Galactus because he's cool and he has a purple headpiece. No, I'm just kidding. He's very grand, and he's the watcher. He sees everything.
Hey, I'm
So
excited because we know he's coming.
We
Hey.
definitely know he's coming, but he's been there this whole time. We just don't know.
Hey.
Now, Brad, I want to talk to you because I got to give you a shout out because your shoes, say
Yes.
positivity written all over them.
Let's go. It's my guy,
And-
Gary V.
Yeah, amen. When I first met you, was over here at AfterBuzz, over at Talking TED Talks. You brought Chris Voss in,
Yeah.
TED Talker, talent manager to the stars. How did you get involved with realizing that your power and ability was to uplift and help direct others?
I think it goes back to how I was raised, man. Just caring about others and trying to provide value and just seeing people happy always gave me joy.
Mm-hmm.
So as my career has gone, I've realized more and more that I enjoy that aspect and what I can do in connecting dots and elevating others. And if I have something that you need to be successful, well, I'm going to give it to you. So talent managing is that. It's me recognizing the value or talent in others, whether it's underutilized or not utilized at all, and kind of giving them the platform to get that exposure and those opportunities to live out their dreams and find their happiness.
Now, was it something that you, from the beginning, knew that was the path that you were going to take? Or how did you develop that? Because you have this personality,
Yeah.
you have a podcast, you do have this host and this presence, and sometimes that can be difficult to
Sure.
balance that in front of and behind the camera.
Sure.
So was there ever a time where you were confused about that direction? Or?
No, not at all. I mean, in high school, I saw the movie Jerry Maguire for the first time. Fell in love with that character. It was definitely Jerry more so than Bob Sugar. I loved Jerry because he cared about his clients as people, not as monetary providers, So he was all about them and their families and actually having genuine relationships with them. And to me, that was most important. I really connected with that. So early on, I wanted to be a sports agent. So that's what got me into the sports industry. I didn't go the agent route, but I became more of a manager of sorts for a lot of these professional athletes. And from Pittsburgh, I got to work with a lot of my Pittsburgh Steelers, which was a dream, and I still do it to this day. And to have those personal relationships with these guys, and I was just at Ryan Shazier's wedding, which was just amazing. Just those moments I never take for granted, and going beyond the yay on Sunday, and actually caring about them as human beings and their families, and what makes them happy. That's always been a thing. And then coming out here to LA and Hollywood, it kind of opened up more, obviously more than just sports. So kind of became, artists, music artists, actors, influencers, people who have talents, who want to, live their dreams and do what they want to do. I always say, if I can help you, I will. That's it. So it's been really fun to kind of expand that beyond sports and just continue to, add value where I can.
Now, obviously, I would say East Coast to West Coast is so different.
Oh,
the
yeah.
vibes are just business-wise, it's just insane. What was one thing moving across country and coming out to LA taught you, whoa?
I mean, it's one thing to move, but to move literally across the country and then move to the capital of entertainment.
Well, and you were kind of set up when you came out here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky, but to come from a blue collar town like Pittsburgh to Los Angeles, I mean, that, not saying LA is not blue collar, but we know it's a lot of showtime and flashiness and just crap for the most part. So it's coming out here, it was a big culture shock in a sense, and you really find out what you're made of in a sense, because it's very challenging. I come from Pittsburgh, like I said, it's a very blue collar town. People are always kind and transparent and loving and giving, and then coming out here, it was just like, whoa.
Now, you came out here to work with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I had an opportunity.
Who is someone that you were you idolized before coming out here.
Yeah, big fan of his work. I really respect him, and his journey has been incredible. nobody's journey is easy, and his certainly wasn't, and he was at the bottom and he rose to the top.
Yeah.
So you can't, overlook that at all. So I really respect him for that. And to be able to work with him and his incredible team was just a dream. And it was my shotgun intro to the industry.
Yeah, and what a great person to have that, because, like you said, somebody who's had such a big career and so open to talk about all of his experiences. I can imagine, even as a mentor, was amazing.
He's a phenomenal guy, and I there's nothing else that needs to be said. He totally. He's very much Tony Stark in his own ways, which is not surprising at all.
Well, and I want all those answers in the white room.
Right, exactly. I got to support my guy.
Stark.
Got to support my guy. But yeah, that was an incredible experience.
What's to take a little turn? I've been noticing all these red carpets you've been appearing, all these movie premieres. So my question is that I see that you like some horror movies.
Yeah.
What is your ultimate horror? What is your favorite horror movie of all time?
Ooh. Really putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
Favorite horror movie? Jeez. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't.
The last good horror movie you've seen?
I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Really?
It Chapter 2 was very well done.
Did you like Annabelle 3?
I did.
I did too. I actually thought Annabelle 3
yeah.
was actually the best Annabelle.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
good, because I thought you were going to disagree.
No, that was a great film, just because it was like, it wasn't just Annabelle.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was this person and that person, and just like an onslaught team of just like horror. So you didn't really, you can kind of find the rhythm of the film when you're watching an Annabelle film. It's the doll and whatever. But in Annabelle Comes Home, it was like, oh my gosh, where's it coming from next?
And it really wasn't about. It was about Annabelle, but it wasn't really
exactly.
about it.
She was just like the puppeteer in the background, no pun intended. Yeah. But
I live vicariously through you. Sometimes I'm sitting at home and I'm like, "Where's Brad?" I'm like, "Look at Brad." Got this doll sitting sitting over here chilling with Annabelle.
Yeah,
why not? And all the top carpets running around.
I love movies.
Yeah.
That's what that was a big thing in me getting out here. And for me, I'm trying to provide whatever value I can around that. So I can make it a bigger part of my life. Mm-hmm. So I'm very lucky and grateful for the opportunities to be able to go to these carpets and meet the actors and the directors and the producers and the people behind these films, because it's not easy to do. What these people do. They work on for months and years even at a time to put a 2-hour plus movie together, and it's I give them a lot of credit, and it's definitely a part of the business I'm getting deeper and deeper in as well.
What's advice you would give somebody moving out to LA? I come out here and I talk about how you are the man of positivity, because you had a podcast which was called Producing Happiness.
Yes.
And what is advice you would give to someone young moving out here of keeping that balance of happiness?
Sure.
And like you said, back home, when you're back home, you have that bubble, that security. Everyone's kind of a little more face-to-face with you, to keep that balance of positivity, but also be able to make it in this business.
I think you got to be willing to do whatever to make it happen. I mean, a lot of people come out here and they want to be, Brad Pitt the next day. And that's just not how it works. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to, Gary Vee talks about it all the time, you got to eat shit, like you got to do the work. You're not too big than the job that you're being asked to do, and that's literally, I've never had that mindset where I turn my nose up to, even if it's something little, I will do it, because if you are known as someone who gets stuff done, no matter the task, big or small, and you can be someone that they can rely on and trust, then you will get the call every single time, mm-hmm. whether it's big or small.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. So when you come out here, you have to be willing to do whatever the opportunity is, because you're not going to get the big opportunity right away. That's just not going to happen. So you have to do what you can around that opportunity and just continually provide value. And then you'll eventually get there. But you have to be genuine, you have to be kind, and you have to work your ass off. And that's the biggest thing. But you being true to yourself, following your passions, and just being a good person. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's being a dick isn't going to get you anywhere.
maybe quick, very, very quickly, but that'll fade very quickly too. So, the reputation thing's very important, and I don't think a lot of people care enough about it, to be honest. There's a lot of...
Well, I think it's the generation we're in right now.
I know. And it's not good.
It's crazy to kind of see how... what's the word I want to use? Not foggy. I guess foggy-minded a lot of the youth is, because we're so desensitized by technology.
Sure.
And I always bring up the internet because there's no end to the conversation that we are in the wild, wild west of the internet. And until we understand that being, which if we ever do, to keep everybody kind of harnessed in mentally is kind of like, where do we go from here? How do we keep people happy? Because a lot of people are being born, and now we're creating all these scientific terms to say why they're depressed or what feelings they're going through, where chemicals are changing their body and physically making them not get out of bed and things like that. How do we create an end to that? When it's starting with small communities, and people like you who take that step and do the extra work. And it's funny because Gary Vee actually had this one comment where he was giving out this, it was a video, and he's giving all this information away, and the kid says, well, why are you giving away all your secrets? And he said, because you're not going to go home and do it.
Yeah.
He was like, so you're never going to take my spot.
It's true.
Because you're never going to go home and take the steps to do it. The answers have been there. He's like, I didn't create the fucking wheel.
It's true.
And it's so true. It's just...
And I think going off the whole internet thing and social media, it can be very toxic as well. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the materialistic, money kind of flashy bullshit. And that can be so draining. And a lot of people fall in that pit of depression and unhappiness because they're concerned about stuff that doesn't matter.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, you have to have your priorities straight, and you have to focus on things that matter. I mean, I honestly, I go home and I see my dog, and that's like so much joy to me. And laugh all you want, but I'm happy. I also think about
simplicity.
Just following my passions. Like, if I'm not passionate about something, I don't do it. I don't care how big it is of an opportunity or with whoever it is. I genuinely will not do it because I won't be able to do my best because I don't care, but, and that's one thing I've been able to do is really create a life around the things I'm passionate about. One day I'm in sports working with my favorite teams and athletes. The next day I'm working on a show I'm putting together. The day after that I'm working with one of my favorite studios on an upcoming marketing campaign for a film I love. It's just, but the root of it is following your passions and then finding ways to add value around those passions.
And now, just look into the camera and give your Tinder profile out, so all girls can.
Your Tinder profile.
What is it? Plenty of Fish now? What are the kids
God,
doing?
no, definitely not.
It's Christian Mingle, definitely.
I was gonna say something else, but never mind. Okay. No, what new projects are we working on? Where can everyone follow you and keep in contact?
So you can follow me on Instagram. That's my main platform, and then that's at Brad R. Lambert, Lambert. And I'm working on a lot of things right now. I'm working with a lot of talented artists right now, and we collaborate with all the major film studios, which is a dream. So we create content, we produce assets for their campaigns, and kind of help get the exposure and awareness out there. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's very
Who's
cool.
someone you're working with right now that we can be excited for?
I mean, the big one the past year has been Boss Logic, and that's at Boss Logic, and just an incredible, just one of the most talented artists I've ever, people really that I've ever been around, and he's based out of Australia. And this past year, he worked on Avengers Endgame, which was a dream for both of us, and Spider-Man Far From Home. He had billboards around Los Angeles, and now they're using his artwork for the 4K Spider-Man Far From Home box. It's very cool because, he's a really talented guy, and he loves this stuff. And to now see him get this exposure on such a big level is just really, really cool.
All right, and then artists. And then what else are we working on? Because I know we got some. I know Brad ain't just
he
doing.
He doesn't want to give it all away.
No,
Follow him on Instagram.
I'm working on a TV show right now that I'm really excited about. It's a feel good show. It's a give back show. It's a show that I think will help a lot of people and kind of refocus a lot of people and just add the good vibes that are so needed right now in this world and in this country.
And it's true, and it's just the people like you, again, taking the step up to promote happiness and to promote the other side of what we've been kind of pushed negatively through media.
Yeah.
You know,
but
and
to be
retrain the
honest-
brain.
But to be honest, everybody can do this. And if everybody did just a little bit more of putting out positive stuff instead of spewing their garbage everywhere, the world would be a much better place.
Amen.
And it doesn't take much. That's the thing. It's literally like I would post like a quote that I like that really hits me perfectly in one day, and then getting messages like, this made my day, or this, literally, I'm not bullshitting, like I've gotten messages from people like, you saved my life. Like, and that to me is like, I'm not anybody special. So to get those messages, it just shows that whatever I'm doing, which isn't much, isn't that big, it's affecting people in a positive way. So like those messages only make me want to do it more because they're clearly helping people. And if I can post something or say something that helps someone in a positive way, why would I stop doing that?
Amen. And y'all can figure it out. Y'all can follow him at Brad R. Lambert, because like, when I tell you, it's a feel-good show for everybody. I'm super excited for it to come into fruition and we can all experience this and then do it. You know what I'm saying? Drake said 1 in a million. Jayla, where can everyone follow you?
Yes, you can watch me flex it on the gram. Follow me at Who Is Jayla Rocks. That's 2 X's 3 if you nasty.
Ooh.
Hit me up everywhere at DJ Jesse J. Us at AfterBuzz Tonite. And you guys also make sure you guys rate us over at iTunes. Please give us 5 stars. You know what I mean? Write me a nice little comment. Tell that Jayla how she be slaying the looks every week. And then name your favorite special guest. And remember, only you can prevent your dreams from coming true. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.